Hey pet lovers, this is Liana with Wet Noses Pet Sitting, and I am here today to do our daily Facebook Live update on basically answering questions, giving you a little social contact if you're working from home, talk about some cute pets. One of my kittens may come join me so you can see cute kittens. That's always a good thing. So today we are going to talk about what we do if our sitters get sick. And I will be completely upfront. I thought we had a blog on this in a previous video, so I was trying to look that up to get some notes ready for today and found that we don't have one. So that's bad on me. But this is a really good time to explain this because although we're going through this whole coronavirus thing right at this moment, there are other times that sitters get sick. There's going to be times in the future, and really it applies to any time that your pet sitter might be unable to do your visits. So that could be if your sitter themselves is sick, if they are in a car accident, if they have a relative get really sick and they need to go out of town, or even here in town. Anything like that, anything that makes it so that they can't do your visits. And this is the entire reason, whether you use us or not, this is the reason that it's wonderful to use a company that has multiple sitters and has backup plans. Or if you use an individual, just make sure they have some sort of backup plan for that so that they, so that they have a plan if they get sick or if a family member or something gets sick. So this is Reese joining us. Yes, he is. His siblings, I think, are both sleeping, but he is up and about. So, all right. So first things first, especially normally if a sitter is starting to feel poorly, they let us know. But in this particular situation, we've put in place a rule that if a sitter at all feels any symptoms of being sick, especially coronavirus symptoms, they need to let us know immediately. And then we are setting up a check-in schedule after that, so they have to check in regularly. The reason for that is that we're hearing reports with the coronavirus that people are getting sick and their symptoms are getting pretty severe really quickly, so we don't want to delay or have somebody get really sick really fast without letting us know. The sitters tend to be fantastic and they really try to get their work done if at all possible, which sometimes means we need to like step in and say, you know, why don't you take a break? Like, we're gonna take over for you for a little while here. So so the first thing is the sitters have to tell their managers immediately if they are sick. And then we set up a check-in system for a multiple time a day check-in. Always, the way our system works is the sitters have to check in and out of the visits that they are attending using the booking software that we use, the same ones that our clients use to book their appointments. The sitters check into their visits with. So when a sitter literally on the software for us as managers, we can see where each sitter is, which visit they are at, what time they got there, and a GPS check-in. So if they do not check into a visit, say like a visit is scheduled from 11 to 2 or 11 to 1, if at 1 o'clock they have not gotten there for the visit, the system pings us and lets us know, like, this person was supposed to be there, they're not there, so we can keep track throughout the day of where people are. Ideally, the sitter will let us know if this is the case, but you know, if something were to happen and they were to come down with something really quickly or something, this is a good way for us to keep tabs. At that point, we reach out to the sitter and try to get a hold of them, and then start to immediately put a backup plan into place in order to get something going. Hi, Sandy. Isn't he cute? He's darling. Of all the three, he has like the most striking facial markings of them all. So people check in online. We get notified if the visit is late. Once a sitter, especially in this case, if we know that a sitter might be going out for any reason, like going out of service for any reason, whether they're sick or they had a family member get sick or something, as soon as we hear that, we start to prep a backup sitter. So we start looking at, have any other sitters watched this house before? Is all of the information filled out on the profile that we need? If there's not information there that we feel like is necessary, a lot of times I will read through it or a manager will read through it and we can say, all right, would I be able to walk into this house with the information that is given on this profile and tell you, know exactly what to do in this house? And if we don't know that, then we will reach out to the client and to the sitter to make sure that we have that information. We also put another sitter on notification. Hey, if something happens, we might need you to go out to this house. Does that work for you? Does it not? And we make sure that we have somebody in place so that it's ready for a seamless transition if that happens. The other things that we do is make sure we have a second way into the house. So I know a lot of our clients are not always thrilled when we tell them that we want 2 keys or a key and a garage code, but the reason is exactly this, that if somebody were to get sick really quickly or have some sort of problem, we might not have a backup. This has actually most often happened when a couple times we've had sitters get in car accidents and we have not been able to get to their vehicle to get the keys. So then in that case, we've gone to the office, picked up the backup keys, and we were able to continue doing our work without any issues at all, and then we could get the original keys later. So it just makes it much easier so that there's no problems. So this works out really, really well for us. So thankfully, we haven't had anybody come down with any illness as of yet. The sitters are pretty stoic and they're really very good health, so hopefully there aren't too many issues, but we do have this really great plan in place in case something happens. The other thing we just really ask from our clients, other than just keeping your profile up to date and stuff, is just to be understanding if there are any changes. As soon as we know that there's going to be a change, we do notify the client and let everybody know. Some people, when they're out of town, are able to get emails and text messages, but not everybody. Some people are out of touch, but we send information to the person to let them know, no matter what, exactly what's going on, who's taking over their visits, when they're going to be done, so that the client is in the loop for everything, and then send them updates to let them know and see that this is how things are going now, and here's this contact information for the new sitter. So that works out really, really well. I would love to hear how everybody out there is doing. I know we just got notifications that Poudre School District is going to be shut down for 2 weeks. So I have sending good wishes to all of you parents who now have your kids home for another week, of which I am one. So I get that. And I can just encourage all of you, especially those of you who are working from home now. I said this yesterday, get some social contact, get some interaction. Do not get stuck in your house. You will go crazy. So get out, meet some other people, see the world, get some fresh air. I know it's about to snow here, so I don't know about everybody else, but hopefully it's not too bad and we can still kind of get out and get some sun in the next couple days. But get out, have some fun. And I had discussed setting up a post on our Facebook group for Northern Colorado pet lovers. That is a place where people can post if they're looking for other pet owners, dog owners, so that they can go on walks together. So if you are looking for a way to get out of the house, meet some people, you can set up dog walk times to go do some visits, to just go hang out with some other people. It's nice to get that fresh air and get out of the house. I know it's really easy to just lock yourself away, especially if you are now working from home and you weren't before. And don't do that. So get out there, do some stuff. Support your local businesses. If anybody needs dog walks, whether you are here in Fort Collins or in Northern Colorado or not, consider getting a dog walker if you are able to, and because that will help if you are at home as well. And just stay connected with everybody and support your local businesses, and we are all going to get through this. And if you have questions about anything during this time, send me questions, because I'm just going to keep chatting about whatever I feel like chatting about, unless somebody has a question about something. So I do have a whole list of things I'm going to cover over the next week, but feel free to send me any questions that you have in addition to that, and I can cover them. But you can rest assured that we have a good plan for your sitters if anybody does come down sick and you are out of town. And we are starting to get a handful of people who are stuck in different areas. So we continue caring for pets as long as that takes. That doesn't matter. However long it takes for people to get back. A lot of people are having the problems that their plans got canceled and they're still here in town. But for those people who are stuck out of town, it's fine. It's fine. We've got it covered. So we're getting a lot of those questions as well. But have a wonderful day, everybody, and hang in there. We will all get through this together. It's going to be great, and we will come out the other side all the better.